we are here with GrimaTales because today is a GrimaTales day. I don't feel like working on it, but I told myself that no matter what, I would do a map stream this week. I cannot be slacking, so here we are. We're working on the cliff side today because it's just been a standstill. I don't know which part we're gonna work on. Gotta work on it. I'm kind of feeling the grass, maybe. I don't know. We'll just try. For now though, I kind of want to switch my skies. My skies. A nice, beautiful sunset. Oh, hopefully you don't hear my tummy. But yes, okay. Or mayhaps. Oh. I was gonna say maybe we should work on the lake, but never mind. I forgot that the lakes change with every sky accordingly. Also, okay, this is the trees. Let me switch to sunset trees. Is there a difference in the sunset trees? I don't know. Whatever. Cliff right here. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I give thanks for the Dories for the glorious day given that you are here with me, live watchers. You are included in this. Live watchers, you are included in this. Us being together now in this stream. And yeah, I just give thanks for today that we can be together here and now, and that we made it through the day. Making it through the day is quite the accomplishment. Sorry to sound like a morbid, but some people just don't make it through the day. They never make it home. So we must give thanks for that. Oh man, I'm quite tired though. Because I woke up mega early to go to the food bank. And I got there by like 8 in the morning. And even though I tried going to bed earlier, I still didn't fall asleep until late. I'm the kind of person who really doesn't fall asleep until they just like pass the heck out. I don't know. It's like, but once I do pass out, like I'm pretty out. Though I do wake up quite frequently to go use the restroom in the middle of the night. My bladder ain't the best. Sorry to TMI. But 'tis the truth. 'Tis the truth. Yeah. But it's kind of frustrating to not just be like, oh, I'm tired. Let me try sleeping and I'll fall asleep eventually. No, I will stay up all night just thinking and just being awake until I am just so tired I pass out. So that's why I just usually just stay up and do things. I'd rather do productive things with my time than lay in bed. So many times, there have been so many times Or I've laid in bed thinking, surely I will go to sleep soon. I just need to keep trying. I'm not trying hard enough. I need to not give up and just try my best. Go to bed. And then I just end up staying up literally all night until I need to wake up. And I'm just like, damn it. I should have just gotten up and did something and just worn out my mind through that. And then I probably would have went to bed at a more decent hour instead of getting no sleep. um, anyway, I'm going to mention this quite a few times throughout the stream, but please check out my CHROM cursors I made. There you have CHROM in his regular form, and you have CHROM as his Risen King self. There's maybe not too many variations. I was kind of thinking that maybe they're a little boring because when I was testing them out, I was like, I don't know. I felt like there should have been a little more to him. But when I was looking at the Robin ones, I was like, there's not much difference with him either. Just that he turns into Grima. But those cursors are still really fun. I don't know. Hopefully people will enjoy it. I was testing out the CHROM cursors. And they were kind of fun. I need to do a mix match of my CHROM and Robin cursors. Of like having them assigned to different things. I was just testing out the CHROM ones. But yeah, at least they're different enough that when you're like the one that's intended for like hovering, it feels a little different. Like you can tell it switches, especially since it's like his arm is switching sides. I guess I don't know. It's just different enough. But yes, please check them out. I'd be so happy if you shared with your friends who may be interested. Yes, quite so. Share with all the CHROM fans. I really need to make a Reddit. I feel like the CHROM fans are kind of Reddit. Yeah, I really feel like Reddit is the place to go. I am done with Twitter. I need to advertise myself somehow. Yes, I must make a Reddit soon. I will do my best to do that tomorrow. Mayhaps tomorrow. Well, yes, whoever watched my stream, you saw me put in quite the effort into them. Quite the love. And I hope they will be loved. And she, or no, wait, and he will be loved. And he will be loved. You don't know that song, then you're too young. Or if you come from a different country, I'll give you that. If you don't know that song, then you're too young. Most likely. I should turn on this overlay maybe. I'm not quite sure 100% I'm doing that overlay. Well, I'm clearly doing something. Something. what is going on here? Use already. Texturize. I see. I see indeed. If someone comes in, I may talk about this again later, but as it is now, I am completely alone in my stream. Whoever stopped by and gave me a thumbs up, I thank you. Though there is a high possibility it could have just been my sister who stopped by and gave me that thumbs up. But yes, I wanted to discuss CHROM's refine that he got. Brave CHROM. I think it is quaint. I mean, I guess he is already pretty good with his change fate skill. Yeah, that is a very unique skill of his and Lucino. But I don't know, the meta is so crazy. I am a little worried that his refine will be kinda useless soon after. I'm a little worried about that. Next year we should apparently be getting a Brave Robin refine, which is a little scary. I mean, to be fair, Brave Robin was a little bit dead on arrival. Because they did not. I kind of think him and Tiki were kind of given the short stick. But like, I mean, his warping around to like units is great, but we're at the point where he needs to go farther. Emblem Celica just totally blew him out the water, and then I don't know, just me personally, I felt like his use just kind of, his strength level just quickly died out. Like, for sure, by the new winter banner, I felt like he was dead. Cause I'm kind of used to, you know, brave heroes. They usually have like at least a year, you know, being the hot, strong thing, you know. But yeah, Brave Robin, like, he lost any of his uniqueness by the winter banner, and especially with Zelda now. So I quite do hope when he gets his refine, he just really gets buffed up. I somewhat feel like my normal Robin with just being stacked up, you know, being spoiled with all the skills does a little better. And that's saying something because he's a year 1 unit. I don't know. Like, sometimes I want to feed Robin new skills, but I'm a little afraid. I actually was trying to build my Brave CHROM now that he's a little worth more. But mistakes were made. I thought I knew what I was doing, but in the end I didn't. I tried giving him an X skill, and I didn't understand what it meant when it said characters with special, with the custom skills, besides weapons, cannot equip it. And I was like, huh? And then I looked and I was like, I don't have anything. And then I forgot to change fate. Duh. And so he now has an X skill that can't be used, and I was like, damn it. Hello, blue cats. Hello, welcome in. I was talking about my mistakes I made trying to build Brave CHROM. I fed him skills that I probably should not have fed him after debating so long, and was like, okay, I'm just gonna commit. And it was a commitment I shouldn't have done. And yes, now I don't know what to do with my Brave CHROM. He has an X skill that I should have just gave to someone else when I thought about it. But you live and you learn. And that's how it is. But yes, I finally want to beef him up a little now that he has his refine. Honestly, out of all the chroms I really want to build is Night Exalt Chrom, the one that got the Resplendent this year in the summer. I've been wanting to build him for a very, 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 very long time. Because I do have a lot of skills, a lot of fodder. But I'm just really afraid that the moment I do it, which I've been holding back for like at least 2 years, that they're gonna bring back his hollow forms with Grima and Brave, I think Brave Lucina. And if they do that, I will just cry because what was the point of giving him all that fodder? So yeah, but I really want to build him. I really love that CHROM. He has a very special place in my heart, even though he doesn't have to change fate or anything. Just yeah, I don't know. I'm just scared. It would be very frustrating. This green looks very crazy on the camera. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really feel like the moment I do it, they're gonna put him in the poll. Be like, who do you want to rerun? And then he's gonna rerun. But I literally been saving all my formal hauls for that moment. I honestly just been waiting for any Chrom or Robin. Any male Robin or Chrom to go in the formal hauls, holoforms. By the way, I was disappointed by the new heroes. How about you? Are you talking about the special heroes? The Ice Tribe? Ice Tribe? I I was slightly disappointed. Yes, okay. I was slightly disappointed that it was not the maid banner, but I already had a feeling that it was not going to be. So many people, I kept seeing so many comments being like, Ice Stripe, Ice Stripe, Ice Stripe. And I was like, I have a feeling it's gonna be Ice Stripe as well. So I wasn't totally like devastated. I don't really care about the characters, so I was like, okay, Felicia, Flora, lovers winning, I guess. Um, does anyone actually care about Fjorm, however you say it? I don't know. I feel like she's giving so many ults, but I'm like, how loved is she? I feel like I don't really see people talking about her. I am happy with Nils. I will gladly take my Nils, my free Nils. Because the artist Kipu, I have been a fan of Kipu since literally what? When was Hatelia days? 2008. I have been a fan of Kipu since at least 2008. I first discovered their Hetalia art in middle school, and their art shaped my style to this very day, and they're still such an inspiration. So I'm happy with Nils. I'll take any Kipu art. I'm a little kind of like, though, that he has a second Tempest Trials alt. And it's like, you guys really couldn't put little bro on the banner and made like Flora the free unit, but I mean, whatever. So I mean, I was expecting, what is it? I was expecting the Ice Tribe banner, so there's not too much disappointment. I'm just sad that it's just not the main banner. But yeah, a very skippable banner for me, despite being cold. A cold banner. It's not the hottest banner around, you know. So I will just take my orbs from it and skedaddle. I might build Nils. I like Nils. I'm kind of that Ninian wasn't on it. It is. There are no husbandsos in there. Yeah, we just got little bro, man. We just got little bro. Yeah, they had what? There really is no. Now that you say it, it's really hitting me. There's literally no husbandos on it. Yes, it was a very specific, tailored banner that was not directed to me and my kind, so to speak. So I'm like whatever, cause I'm poor on orbs. I am at 500, and anytime I'm under 700, I feel incredibly broke. I always must be prepared for any Grima, Robin, CHROM. So I feel very poor. So I'm somewhat glad it's skippable. I can just save. But I don't know. Yeah, those type of banners make me kind of sad. When there's no husbandos. I don't know if they think Nils counts, but he doesn't. He is cute, but he is. You give him head pats. I don't know. I do gotta say though, I think the art is also incredibly lacking. Like none of the art makes me go like, wow, that one's so pretty, or like, wow, if I could get that one, I'd be pretty happy because the art is so pretty. Because there's some banners I have no interest in, but the art is just so nice. I was like, damn, like I'm a little tempted because the art is just so hoot and toot and nice. But yeah, none of the art this banner is nothing particularly to write home about. So it is a pretty lackluster banner. Perhaps I should pull up the camera. Okay. And yeah, just I don't know. I am grateful that they didn't make the units. Yeah, they're too similar. No one stands out. I understand it's a ballerina thing, but just no one is unique. Like no one stands out from the other. Like I don't know. You understand? Just you know, there's a theme, but everyone has like kind of their own thing going. But The only way I can explain it for the units is that it looks like everyone just copied each other's homework and said change it up a bit so no one knows that you copied. uh, yeah, it's just no one is a wowser. Yeah, like I would understand Felicia. That's her name, right? Felicia and Flora, like being similar because they're twins. But I was really looking at the art and Fijorum. I don't know. I'm gonna just keep saying all that. But her outfit is extremely similar to the maid's. Like there's a huge lack of characterization personalized to her. Like, because the maids, they have like that heart piece in the middle, that like heart V, whatever, because that's part of their actual uniform. And so I was like, for sure, why the hell do you have that? That is not a motif anywhere in your outfit. So I feel like Pajor, she should have been a much like uh what is the word? What's the word for the ballerina that's like the main ballerina? There's a word for it. I want to say diva, but that is not it. um I don't know, but she just does not look like the center ballerina. Like her outfit isn't extra enough. She just comes off very plain. But yes, I definitely agree. Also, Thea. First of all, who the hell likes Thea? Is there actually any Thea fans out there? I really doubt it. And second of all, her outfit design is very plain. Like, it barely looks like a. Oh, dummy. Like, it barely looks like a ballerina outfit. I literally think she should have been Ninian. Or oh no, what's her name? Uh, what is her name? What's the purple haired girl? That's Lynn's bodyguard slash girlfriend. Starts with a F. Not Flora, because Flora already exists. the timid girl. I don't know. I feel like they should have done her instead. Literally just anyone but Thea. Anyone but Thea. And yeah, just her outfit like does not feel ballerina at all. It's just wide. And that's it. I don't know. Just yeah, this one was very. It had so much potential, but they did not rise to the occasion. Is all I can say. I must be grateful though, just that they did not put in insane power creeping in it. They don't seem particularly crazy. You know how power creeping be going in Heroes. Every new unit is destroying the previous unit. So that's not the case too much. So I don't know. I guess little victories I can just skip, easy skip, save on orbs, and be reassured in the power creeping. But I just feel bad for all the fans that were like excited about this banner and were like looking towards to it. Any Flora fans, any Felicia fans, any Fijorum fans. I mean, great job to any Thea fans. if they actually exist. But yeah, just Thea was just so random. They literally could have done something better. I don't think Ninian has had an alt for the year. So they could have just done her. She is part of the has an alt about once a year club, and no one really minds because she's cute and is quite popular. So yeah, it feels a little sad to have Nils without her, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to do that since they already have, a Harvest Festival banner together where Nils is also the Tempest Trial character. I don't know. I just question who the hell was thinking what down at the office. Yeah, just my disappointment for no mead banner. Can they maybe no wait, we just have this is a September banner. So next month is Harvest Festival. And then November is Dumb Ninja banner. And then it's Winter banner. So yeah, there's like nowhere to fit a maid banner. Unless they make it the new January banner instead of a desert banner. I don't understand why they do a desert banner in the winter, but okay. I hope we get more here at me too. I was so happy to see him get a summer alt. I actually tried going for him a bit, but I did not get him. Mayhaps another time. But yeah, I actually wrote to Faye in the feedback. I was just like, hey, so what happened to Hear It? Like just asking questions like I'm really curious about like the original characters, like what are they doing now? Because we see what's happening with Veronica and all that, but I'm curious about like Labetine. Like she's technically queen now, right? Her sister died and we just left her with a whole ass nation and she's like not even an adult. And yeah, Hirid is now just running his whole nation alone while his sisters help the Order of Heroes. And yeah, so I wrote them that I don't know when, but then like 3 months later he was part of who? What's his name? Reinhardt? No wait. I don't know, that guy with the slicked back hair that is like a meme. He was part of his forging bonds, and like that's when they explained that he's like traveling around trying to gather his people back and whatever. And I was like, okay, but can you give us more? Like, I feel like that should be part of like the Tempest Trial story, or they just need to bring back, xenologues between paralogs. They only did xenologues, I think, for like year one, year two. So if you look through the paralogs, there's like 3 or something, and it just stops forever. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm like really curious about them. Apparently, Labetane's sister, I can't remember her name. I can't remember anyone's name. But she was apparently revived by Moosebell. So like, did she return? Did she go back to her sister? Is she ruling the kingdom? Is she just working, just being forced to be his champion, whatever? What's going on? What's going on in the hood? Fire Emblem Heroes. You will tell us about everyone else but them, besides Book 2 characters. I need to play Book 2 again. Because I want to remember if what is her name? Fjorm's older sister. Hirad's oldest sister. Why do they keep killing all the guys? Let's just hope Hirad doesn't die. But Bruno was poor thing. He was literally, you can just smell on him, on his death, on his dead body, that his death was written because they didn't know what to do and thought, if we throw this into the plot, it will mean something. But it didn't. He now for no reason. That it didn't have to be like that. They try to say that he did this and that, but we didn't see anything. Yeah, they really need to stop killing the dudes. At least bring them back. If you can bring the ladies back, you can bring them back. And I'm also curious about like life. I don't know. evil Alphonse, fallen Alphonse. Like, what's my dude up to? He apparently became the whole gosh darn king of hell. What's my dude up to? I don't know. There's just so many characters that would be much more interesting if they like brought back for like a continuation to show what's happening. But instead, they just, I don't know, they just keep making thick female characters. They try to just give more waifus. It's like, you can expand on the previous characters, you know? Especially the ones the fandom really liked. Because Book 2 and Book 3, from what I remember, was highly received. So if they wanted to, they could do it. But they just don't. I would like to have a word with the directors. One thing I keep writing in the surveys. By the way, I just got the 2 new versions of Mana game today. 2 new visions. Sorry, my setup is blocking like half the chat. 2 new visions of Mana game today. What is 2 new visions of Mana game? I know those words individually, but not together. Visions as in Genshin? That's only vision I know. Anyway, what I was saying was, I was writing the surveys. Should turn off the trees actually. Oh, excuse me. A new game called Visions of Mana. Oh, I see. I do not. I live under a rock. My broke butt does not know anything about new games. I spent today going to the food bank. If that is not proof enough, woke up very early to be the first to go. Yeah, I really don't know much about games. Visions of Mana. It sounds kind of familiar. Sounds a little bit familiar. Sometimes I do watch random game trailers. They look interesting. But yeah, I don't really play games too much. Message retracted. Hi. But yeah, just well, good for you. That. I hope you enjoy them. Games are fun. I hope it's a worthwhile game for you. I play like one game, maybe like 2 games at the same time. Depends. Like Genshin is kind of a special case because it's not like a game I like really bought. But yeah, I tend to stick to like one series for like at least 2 years, but I generally stick with them for like 3 to 5 years. Yeah, Fire Emblem, I've stuck with it quite a long time. Genshin was kind of like a side dish I got into for a little bit. Because at the time, I was just very, very, very sick. And I just literally could not leave the house. And so I kind of lived through that for like a year. But yeah, then I went back to Fire Emblem. So, I don't know. I'm kind of happy to just be in the Fire Emblem. I just can't like play a new game. Like I can't just be like, oh, this one I wanna do this one. Like um I don't know. I'm a very fandomy person is the reason. So I just find a series that like calls to my soul and I stay committed for a long time. I like to do the fan arts and all that. As you can see, I'm working on a whole dangin' fan game. If that does not show my obsession enough. But yeah, I just tend to stick with one game. It's a mix of I just never have money, and I just like to stay committed. I'm just the kind of person that like I have to feel it. You have to feel it to play it, which is why uh I was I think 5 years late to playing Awakening. because I saw it when it came out back in 2012, and like I could tell it was a series I was really gonna like and play at some point, and like just really like just go deep into. But at the time, like I just wasn't ready for it. I was like, I'll get into it when I'm ready. And yeah, 5 years later, I was like, okay, I think I'm ready now. And thank goodness I waited, because I am, if my, how do I say this? I'm just grateful my art skill is at the level it's at currently, because then I can do things for it that I would not have been ever able to do if I got into it any earlier. Like, hang on, chat, pop up again, please. I know something popped up. Nothing wrong being obsessed with games. Way better than being obsessed with drugs. Yeah. Do games, not crack, not meth. Weed. Nothing wrong with weed. In fact, I think weed helps you get more into games. But yeah, do not do the meth, the crack, the E, the coke. Those are just life ruiners. But weed is just weed. You just couch lock, have some snacks, and get deep into whatever you're playing or watching. I say this as someone who required it for a few years because I was very ill, and I literally needed it to eat and to not sleep in pain. So I come from a perspective of it's very much a medicine. I very much think I would have died if I didn't have it to help me eat. That's honestly, chat, stop disappearing. That's honestly why my mom being in my room all day playing games. She had friends who had kids addicted to drugs, saw how horrible they were. As long as I had good grades and did my chores, she didn't care. Yeah, exactly. Personally, my mom hated me being into video games. She'd always scream at me that they're evil. And which I just think that's so dumb though, because my mom, well, she has a special dislike for me ever since I was a baby. But still to this day, I think it's ridiculous like how against she was my hobbies. Even though my older siblings were the type to be like going out and doing drugs and sleeping around and going partying and just crazy, stupid teenager crap. But then I don't know, just because she didn't see it, like she didn't care. But since she saw me home all the time, just playing games and doing art, like she hated it, I guess. To the point where when I was 15, she tried kicking me out and was like, it told me either I had to get a job or, or move out. And it's not like I was like a slacking piece of shit. I was the one who did the dishes. I was the one who took out the trash. I cooked sometimes. I helped around the house way more than anyone. I was just like, what the hell? Why are you trying to kick me out? She didn't try kicking out anyone else, despite them always being on drugs or partying or going out to graffiti places, tagging. I don't know. That lady's crazy. That's what I concluded about that woman. So yeah, I respect parents who are just like, all right, like you're not doing anything bad. You're just chilling. cool. Go ahead and enjoy your games. That is a very respectable parent. My sister, who has kids now, was one of the siblings going out partying, drugs, sleeping around, etc. Now she's happy to see her kids just liking video games, and she knows like that can open to some sort of creative passion, especially with my influence. My nephew, he loves to draw. Like, of course, he likes to play video games, but he loves to like draw everything from the video games. So that is just better. But yeah, I just want to remind you, I come from the hood. So my lifestyle, my upbringing is just very extreme. Our parties, also the reason like going partying was so dangerous is because it was the type of parties where there was like shoot ups and crap. It was like, oh, when I would just hear from my sisters and stuff of like, oh, I went to this party. Oh, I went to this club. Oh, I snuck in here. Oh my god. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna stick to my fanfic and my BL and my video games. Whatever. Yeah. I don't live the normie life. I rather live the nerdy life. I rather live to see the next video game I will fall in love with come out. One moment is not worth my entire life. Yeah, my life is crazy. I want to share some stories sometime, but they're pretty omoy. They're heavy. So it's not something I just can suddenly bring up. But yeah, just video gaming, good. Do that video game. Hello, Mega. Welcome in. We were just talking about how it's much better for kids to be into video games than other dangerous crap that some teenagers get into. I was like, look at me now. I've been into video games my whole life, and now I'm walking the road to trying to become a dev, a true game dev. Also, that's kind of a reason why I don't really play too many video games anymore, because I am just a person who likes to create, and I'm like more or less officially to the point where I don't want to play things anymore. I want to be the one who makes stuff. I want people to play my games. Of course, playing games is still good because it gives me inspiration and motivation. I was like, oh, I want to do that too, and all that. Yeah, just gotta keep persevering. This fan game is definitely just step one, I suppose. It's a long road, but I have walked many long roads. Tiresome long roads. I can do it. I must to honor my inner child who dreamt of this and was like, but I don't think it's possible. Because I lived in the hood. Honestly, my expectations for my future as a child were three things: becoming a drug dealer, becoming a prostitute, or becoming a stripper. That might sound wild and dumb and weird, but that was just my upbringing. Just there was no hope. I thought I was just gonna be stuck in that environment forever. And that was gonna be like my only way to prosper myself. But luckily, life has been kind to me and got me out of that situation where I was able to start pursuing more interest in like art and video games and everything. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z. Shout out to my man Akira Toriyama making Dragon Ball Z. Cause that was crap. Not crap, sorry. Forgive me, Akira Toriyama. Oh, forgive me. That was something I watched as a kid on the Kids WB. If there's any old hoots like me that used to watch that as a kid, Kids WB. And yeah, it just inspired me so much of just like, whoa. And I don't know, it gave me a lot of inner strength. Of just like, you know, how to explain it? To not fight just a fight, but fight as a warrior who protects. Which is definitely something I did. But those stories are stories for another time. Things like Dragon Ball Z inspired me to make like my own original story that I've just been planning for years. It's actually the series, I guess, I want to make once I figure out game dev. It's my dream project, but I must learn how to wield this game dev sword to present what I want. This grass is coming along, I guess. But yes, I believe one way or another my dreams will come true. I must not give up. And I understand that some things do happen in ways we don't expect. So I may have a vision in my mind, but it could come out different. Usually better. But yeah. Anyway, on to lighter topics, I suppose. Next month in Fire Emblem Heroes, I am very excited to see the Harvest Festival characters. I'm really hoping we do get the Morgans and Rafal. I have not played Fire Emblem Engage, but I have watched the DLC, a playthrough on YouTube, and I really enjoyed it. kind of feel like the DLC was better than the main story. But also, to be fair, the DLC was just like a mixed match of Awakening and I feel like maybe Fates. I don't know. It just felt like a mashup of different Fire Emblem games. I especially say this because there are like mental fanfics I've written in my head that were extremely similar, and I was like, damn, fanfic brought real. Oh, chat, I did not see this. Miracles do happen. They really do. They really do. And Engage is one of those games that is still in the wrapping paper. I bought it when it came out. It's not like the most amazing game. I don't know. You, of course, you should decide for yourself. Don't let me mold your opinion, or like, what's the word? I don't know. Just put some sort of image in it. Definitely judge it for yourself. But for me, it's a game I personally would not have any interest in buying if there wasn't the CHROM DLC. It's literally the only reason I had interest in it. It has no new game plus. I feel like it should. I think it had a lot of potential. But just my beef is like kind of the story writing. It just literally felt like a sitcom at times. I think there was a lot of potential. I thought the reasoning behind Alir's design was very interesting and good. But I just felt like there were some things that should have been addressed that weren't addressed. But I don't know. Fire Emblem just kind of does that. It just kind of zooms, does that mewing on its story. And I wish they would be willing more to like really, really flesh out the story. Oh my god, the CHROM DLC! I screamed when I saw the cutscene. I just knew what they were doing. Yes, they freaking did. They convinced me when I have the money to buy a whole game for a system I don't even have. And it's DLC. I will have to play it on my sister's Switch, in which I visit her like once or twice a month. Maybe. There are some months I don't visit her. But yeah, I'm like set to buy it for just that alone. They knew what they were doing when they gave the little fell child. Don't die. Don't die. I'm rushing. Thank you for warning me and not dying. I appreciate it, laptop. But yes, the DLC, very good. I approve. I approve. Huzzah! But I hear a lot of good things about the gameplay. That the gameplay is very good. The playthrough that I watched, it cut it all out. Besides like a few special dialogues in battle, which is okay because I just kind of want to enjoy it for myself whenever I play it. So I do not know when that will be. I fully expect to play Engage in like 3 more years. with the rate I go. It would be nice if I could stream it. But alas, I have no Switch. And by the time I can get a Switch, the Switch 2 will probably be out. So I will just enjoy watching the gameplay. Though I did think it was very interesting that they put in one of the DLC characters already in Faye for the bridal banner. I was not expecting that so soon. So I really do think Rafal is going to be in the next Harvest banner as a special character, because I know he was mentioned a lot of enjoying sweets. I watched all his supports. And so I really do think they're going to put him in there. And then because he's going to probably be in it, I really do think they're going to put the Morgans in there to be like, oh my gosh, you're Felblood? Oh my gosh, so are we. Being their little happy Morgan self. And just, dragging him along to have a good, jolly old time. At least that is my dream and hope in my heart. One thing IS does as well, which makes me glad, is that in like the new seasonal banners, they're willing to bring back the previous characters to like interact, because that was something they were like avoiding for a while, and I don't know why. But now they're willing to have the characters mingle from previous years. So I'm also hoping that the Grimas will show up and give him some candy. That would be cute. But yeah, since I also expect... I shouldn't say expect, because I hope. I shouldn't have expectations because I don't want to be let down. But since I hope we will get the Morgans in the Harvest Festival banner, my hopes for Grima having a duo unit with Morgan goes down considerably. So, confliction, constriction. Yeah, I really do think the next Robin unit, all whatever, is gonna be the bracelet. I really do think they want to introduce the bracelets already, but we only have three rings, three emblems, so it's a little too soon. Yeah, I feel like Nell was them kind of testing the waters of like, how do the fans feel about the DLC characters appearing already? So I think they're gonna get out at least 6 of the emblem rings before they introduce the bracelets. How many bracelets are there? Like 7 or something? I don't remember. But yeah, I think that's their plan. My Nintendo math, my IS math tends to be pretty accurate. It's a lot of calculations. playing. But it's hard to say for sure. Because definitely after Three Houses, when they brought in the fell units of the lords, like not even a year after the game debuted, and everyone was just really upset. Cause yeah, that was just way too soon. It spoiled a lot of people who hadn't finished the game yet. So they're definitely sometimes a little hesitant to bring in the new stuff. Let's see if it's my thing is barking. If it's Hector, Robin, CHROM, Veronica, Camila, Dimitri, Elgar. Oh yeah, So there's technically a certain amount of bracelets, but there's a lot of grouped up characters. That's the thing. Yeah. And Tiki. Oh yes, Tiki. So that's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6, I believe. I wonder what the heck they want to do about the 3 lords. That's 3 characters. Last time they did 3 characters was for the Pegasus sisters. But that was a little different. They're sisters, and they were children. I feel like 3 lords is gonna be very packed. I have suggested quite a few times for quite some time now of like a duo unit where you can switch between, like that's like their duo skill is like switching between their, for example, I'm just gonna use them for example, okay, CHROM and Robin, like if their duo skill was you can switch between Robin or CHROM being the main, so like Robin is magic and CHROM is being a sword, something like that. So maybe they might do that for the lords. If we could get Grima to win and they did a duo hero for them, I think that would be a very interesting thing for them to do for them. So that way you like technically everyone has them both. Oh yeah, and Soren, of course, he was so sassy. He was amazing. I loved him. I have never played Radiant Dawn or what's the other one? Radiant Dawn and I don't know, just that one, the one with Ike. But I love me some Soren. He's a very good character, I can tell. And I very much loved that him and Male Robin won the brave vote together. I really love their story. The the little special story they had for when they had their debut last year of like time traveling and like just trying to figure out the crops and all that. I don't know, it just made me really happy since it was 3 tacticians and a timey person, a timey-wimey person, and that they had such an interesting story. That was very cute. Which, by the way, it should be fine to say this. That little story that they put in with them, of them time traveling and all that. That's going to be part of this game. It's going to be a secret part. If you can fulfill certain requirements, you can find time traveling Robin. So it'll be fun to see who manages to fulfill the requirements to find him and talk to him and see him doing his time shenanigans. Because in my opinion, I think the time point that he's time traveling is about around this time. This point of frame of the game, which is like yeah, it's taken after book 3, like between book 3 and book 4. Before book 4 starts, but very shortly after book 3 ends. Speaking of which, this was something I was trying to say earlier. I always write to in the feedbacks questioning why are there so many thieves? That's always their plot point in the forging bonds. And it's like, you guys have some legendary ass heroes, some literal gods, yet thieves are still giving you trouble. Doshite. Doyukuto. And so, I don't know, I feel like they could have smoked them out a long time ago. So I keep suggesting to them, like, can you guys make that like a main story plot point of like why the thieves are so much trouble? Like, can you guys do some sort of like thief king villain antagonists? And the reason there's so much trouble is because he's like, I don't know, maybe Loki or something, or some other kind of god is like providing them power, and so that's why the thieves keep thieving. I don't know. I just feel like they use the thieves far too much as a convenient plot point that it just doesn't make sense anymore. I need an explanation. So yeah, I always suggest to them, like, look, Asgard is a place in constant warfare and turmoil and strife. Maybe there's some sort of thief king that wants to take down Asgard because he thinks they're doing a poor job of protecting. And so he just takes people in whose towns and all that were ravaged by all this crossfire and everything, and just, you know, just does not agree with the royal line should be the royal line. But we'll see. See if they'll just keep conveniently using the thieves. I don't know. They've taken some of my feedback and they used it. I just keep leaving it. If I can use my special 4-star idea, and also doing Robin duo for the 69th paralog. And there's been some skills that I've suggested that they've implemented like 3 to 6 months later, like pretty close, or like just nearly the same thing. I don't know. But yeah, forever that 4-star special thing, word for word. Because my suggestion to them this was also when they were doing their annual surveys. And this was one of the things that I was like, okay, they're gonna actually read this. Like this is something I've been asking for. But yeah, in the survey, I wrote that summoning has been a little bit boring. There's a lot of units that I understand are special in their game, but they are just not relevant in strength in Fire Emblem Heroes. So we should have a special 4-star summoning where they turn into 5-star, and that the animation is a night sky where a shooting star or just a star comes falling from the sky and turns the 4-star into a 5-star. And they did that exactly. And they implemented that, yeah, like shortly after they gave us that survey. Like 4 months later. So it's like cool. Yeah, they do be listening. Just gotta be nice. I always drop them random surveys. Just making sure to tell them to eat and sleep. Maybe I don't. They still be feeding me time to time. Namely the Croppins. Oh dang, I've already been streaming over an hour. Oh gosh, it's so late. Okay. At least I got quite a decent amount done with the grass. It's definitely shaping up a little more. Well, these patches are a little plain. Maybe when I put flowers on top, it'll look better. Where are flowers? Flowers, I just want to see. The flowers might look better. I don't know. Okay. That's for future me to figure out. Yeah, not what I wanted to do. Also, I'm very tired because I woke up so freaking early. Okay, I need to get some sort of slightly darker color. Oh yeah, it's past midnight. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, that's definitely what I want. Just the slightest bit of texture on top. Okay, future me, we'll figure that out. I am going to end stream right now. Let me first save before I forget. And yeah, I just wanted to do just a little bit of work for today. Just making sure I'm pushing the needle. I'm not slacking. Progress is progress, as I always say. So yeah, glad I got some stuff done today. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Bot Squad, if you're watching, I appreciate you. Thank you. And everyone who's watching live, thank you for coming by. It was nice chatting. Though half the time it's just me always just chatting to myself. But yeah, I always appreciate whoever comes by and you regulars who come by. Never any pressure, but it's always nice to have company, and I truly value you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for watching, and thank you for keeping me company. Bye, bye, Blue Cat. And yeah, just until next time. Have a blessed day or night wherever you may be. And yeah, until next time. Bye. Good night.